Hello everyone, welcome to sudden, shocking patch notes. We got no heads up on this on the creator profile, not going to pretend we did. So we're not going to do our usual slideshow for this. You're going to get my immediate gut reactions for the general updates. Let's read through these together and see what we think. Hopefully you like this format. If you do, we can do this more often. But yeah, here is the updates for the patch. So we've got a new cosmetic section in the shop, which is non-variants. This will be avatars and emotes available for gold. I love having some emotes available for gold. I think that's a really, really great idea. I don't mind paying extra for them, and I'll never buy an avatar, so I'm also fine with that. Bonus boosters. Fast upgrade has been renamed to bonus boosters. Everything works same as before, except you get bonus boosters. Yep, that sounds right. I mean, maybe it's a better value. If it's a better value, great. And if it works the same, then this is still garbage and a ripoff. You no longer worry about having to have enough boosters. Upgrade your cards like you usually would with credits, and the missing boosters are included. You no longer having enough boosters. Okay. I guess that's cool. Let's see how much gold it costs. As before, there will be 3 cards to upgrade every 8 hours from custom card. When editing a custom card, you can now assign split combinations, ink and black glimmer, foil and rainbow. You've earned on the variant or to any other variant artwork. That's amazing. I can custom card. So I've got this gold bishop that I really like, and I've got the hit bishop that I cannot get a gold for. So now my bishop is gold, and I am satisfied as a train passes. Don't stress that. As a result, when you infinity split a card, you're guaranteed to not get a duplicate combination. Also awesome. New feature, card location reaction wheel. Tap and hold or click and hold on a PC on a card or location to bring up a reaction wheel to quickly react with an emoji to your opponent. Yeah, whatever. Guess that's fine. Audio visual. Bunch of cards have audio and visuals. Don't care. Balance updates. This is where the money is. We've totally redesigned Alioth, and I am in love. I saw this on Raven's Twitter, and the second I saw it, that was what let me know the patch was out, because I was laying in bed being in pain. My throat feels better today, obviously, from the whatchamacallit 2B thing. All right, so Alioth is now 6/8. Remove the text from all unrevealed enemy cards here. That is a brand new design. I am, again, completely in love with this brand new design. I'm not going to pretend I'm not. This sounds fantastic. Everything else I'll be reacting to immediately. So let's read this. Since release, Alioth has been an important but polarizing card in Snap metagame. It's been hugely effective in creating more tension on turn 6, but the in-game effect can be really frustrating. Losing cards completely, no questions asked, is very powerful. We're sensitive, so as we monitor, we thought about other ways we could input the card. With the turn 6 metagame settled, it felt like time was ripe to freshen up the Purple Cloud with a new effect. Our goal is to keep a similar role, but to introduce more meaningful counterplay. We expect the biggest difference will be stuff like Magneto being able to defeat Alioth either way. I think the Magneto is pretty good. This also makes my pet deck of Bounce much better, because if I can avoid the Alioth lane, my Hit Monkey will still go off and get the credit for those cards that were played, which is all I really want to happen there anyway. I am very, very, very happy with this. This is genuinely wonderful. Zabu, Zabu is now a 2/3, and it's on reveal. Until the end of your next turn, your 4-cost cards cost 1 less. Well, that card's dead. That's going to change the entire metagame. That is genuinely meta frickin' warping. Alright, we're aware that Zabu is taking a huge hit here, but hear us out. In the last year, the game has shifted to revolve more and more around Zabu's interaction with 4-cost cards of their matchups. I mean, sure. Right now, Zabu is probably at an all-time low, true. But the impact is still very real, and 4-cost cards that don't have strong synergy with Zabu are at a disadvantage. We've been analyzing data to better understand exactly what this has done to the metagame. We might want to adjust, but Zabu is clouding those measures. So we've decided to do something unusual here, temporarily rework the card to a state we believe is weak enough to shift the way 4-cost cards perform. That's important. Zabu's change is temporary. Okay, I feel less bad. We don't think that the White Queen is suddenly good or anything. We expect 4-cost cards as a group to get weaker, and the deck can still cheat using cards like Ravonna, Hope Wave, etc. to be stronger as well, as 4-cost cards that naturally have big stats like Cull Obsidian. We may account for that a little with subsequent OTAs, but we're also expecting to make a larger set of impactful changes later this year. So this change is really to help us vet that work, and we don't expect Zabu to remain this state permanently. Good. Also, this is your Shang-Chi nerf, people who would not stop whining about Shang. What the fuck? Sorry. Sandman's getting changed to on reveal? That's amazing. That changes this card entirely. 5/7 now. Like Mobius, Luke, and Professor X, Sandman is the kind of tech card that we want to be careful with. If Sandman is too popular, Snap is just a less fun game to the permanence of that ongoing effect. So we aim Sandman to be more niche. However, the low power necessary for the balance has made it so Sandman's often too weak to consider playing, even in metagames where the effect would be strong. We're trying a different tact and switching to a temporary effect that can pack more power, because it doesn't warp the game as much, playing more like a 5-turn tech card than a turn 4 build around. So it's Wave. It's old Wave. Sorry to Father Newman and Louis Alphonsus, both of whom absolutely love Sandman and kept hitting Infinite with it, but this is now Wave. Okay. There's still the same ways around it, more or less, as always, in particular since War Machine and Jafar cards. But okay, I can live with this. I think it's bad now, but I think it was probably like mostly bad before. It was a really fun tech card, but now that's gone. It's good to know. That's going to be rebuilding some major decks in the meta right now, though. Lady Deathstrike is now, what the hell? 5/7, destroy each card here with 3 or less power. That's worse again, right? Because you can't pump it anymore. That's basically what it did before with more power, but now you can't pump it. This change looks fairly similar to Zemo, but it's different in some nuanced ways. Lady Deathstrike was built around scaling with power to provide an appealing goal for players, but that hasn't worked out. When Deathstrike is good, it's often because the base effect is useful, and those times are few and far between. Most of the time, the card is simply weak, and investing in buffing it is a trap. We decided to trade in the Dream here with the goal of creating some more consistently useful card players have to fear more meaningfully, and not exclusively in decks trying to do some gimmicks with her. Okay, we'll see. I'm not hopeful, but like this will get more play just because it's seemingly a buff, and maybe it's good now. Oh, well, that Strong Guy has gone to ongoing +6 power if your hand has 1 or fewer cards, so you can play it with Apocalypse now, which means a 3/9 is great, like genuinely great. I think that that's just a really strong card now. I might actually be putting that in some decks. Time to revisit some Strong Guy decks. Alright, Shadow King. What the hell? That's not expected. Alright, Shadow King. Set all cards to their original. Set all cards here to the base power. Oh, it doesn't matter. Original is just getting rid of a word. Excuse me. And the Shadow King and Pixie changes are just text updates. They are not changes. Okay. I'm worried about one thing. There is no second Thanos buff here. Second Thanos nerf here that we thought was coming. So I assume that's still coming because Thanos is already climbing back to the top of the metagame. We had the earlier video with the number 1 Thanos deck. Just seeing if there's anything important here as I'm talking. We had the earlier change with the number 1 Thanos deck. Nerf Herder has a deck that we're going to cover on Friday. That's another really good Thanos deck. I really, really wish that they weren't, doing that, but here we are. Yeah, there seems to be nothing else that's important here that I'm seeing. Yeah, these are just general fixes that we're happy to have, right? Yeah, nothing game-changing. Huge patch. Largely, I think, in the Zabu change and the Alioth change. That's where the power of this lies. Sandman is now basically gone, and I bet you Deathstrike sees a little more play for a while. And Strong Guy is now a very, very good card. Maybe even in certain versions of Surfer, which I look forward to exploring. That's where we are. I'll have decks for these all for you in tomorrow morning's video. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick video. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Bye!